Hello everybody, this is Floopy-Doo and welcome back to another episode of my Factorio Let's Play. In some of the previous episodes we started reworking a big part of our base, mostly all the smelting area. Off camera I finished off with a little bit of deployment stuff. So what I did is mostly just grabbed all the furnaces needed, placed them or let them be placed by robots, and so we can work today on the next part of the rebuild. So all the things we need to replace is next to the iron smelting. Also, the copper, steel, stone, and stone smelting need to be replaced. So, and I also want to have new drop-offs for coal and so on and so on. What I'm currently trying to think of is what do I actually need in terms of coal and stone. So what I'm thinking right now is I would like to have the copper output somewhere over here where right now the coal depot is, which means I need to move that somewhere rather quickly. And then as a second we can build the train stations for coal, for stone and copper, and another two for steel. So one thing I'm thinking is right now I have one of these outputs dedicated towards a an iron factory, which would mean that we need both trains constantly filled, which will somewhat overwhelm our no, that's the wrong, which one is iron, that's coal, which somewhat will overwhelm our iron deployment capacities. Right now we are pretty good, but I think we will soon need to add the next iron ore tile. So, first things first is we need to move the train stop for coal, and I want to do that. In order to do that, I want to get rid of this mining outpost, or this mining operation, or there are at least parts of it first. So that is all I need. Let me get some bots to clean that up for me, because I kind of want to rework it so I have more machines on it at the same time. So no, I need drills. Here we go. So right now the best drill placement would be having more drills attached. This maybe, so I have 4 drills that should fill all the rest. Add that here. Can take away most of this part. The good thing about it is it will actually help me just put that thing aside and not think about it anymore. Oh, put back some of the lamps I had here. Okay, so which would mean I could, for example, move all that, the whole coal train down here, and I have a feeling that's a thing I'm going to do. Route the coal just, I don't know, along here maybe. Probably, I don't know yet. But I will move that train station here, so let me be this about here, which should be fine for now. I will have to move it again somewhen, not now, but somewhen, when we get the next step of our endeavor done. So you should have the same station name, which means I can divert most of that coal to the other side. Here we go. Here we go. And get torn down. Once again, also this one should be reversed. So this is slowly gonna get emptied. It will take some time, I guess, but hope it will not be too for putting those down. Starting that up. Then I can take of that those cards and start moving it down. And if I am correct about the whole train station, this one should be the closest one in the train network. So I can get rid of that. Mean that almost everything is gonna be I need to be quicker. I hope I will be fast enough to move everything. Barely. Okay, so that means it's full, but I have to move chests up here, which should provide me with adequate space, adequate spacing, so I can clear this stuff. I'll tear this stuff down. This stuff. Slowly. Taking away all the stuff I do not need. That I emptied a bit out. Last two chests, let them be filled. And then I'm going to reconnect the coal lines like this. That would mean I am slowly getting all that stuff here. Remove. Start to remove the tracks that are no longer needed. One thing I need to think about is how I gonna provide power or fuel to the trains that are deployed or stopped up here. Because I need to get that stuff out somehow. One thing I'm thinking right now is I could have a coal delivery track up here and then just route the coal through that whole stuff over here. If I just copied that before and was looking at it, how it would look like if I do something like this. So I can barely do that. One thing that would be nice is if I could add more lanes here. So I need one train station for coal. Then I have 4 which are copper, iron again, and again another 2 that are dedicated for stone. So I need in total 4 stops, just like those. If I were to copy those, actually copy. If I were to copy those, I could have them as close as this, but that would make it harder filtering or moving down the iron. So I could have 2 more iron stops, that is 4 tracks, then a coal and a stone, and then in the end somewhere over here the 2 copper. Or that is what I'm currently planning, because I think that would be the best. And if I have 4 iron right here, they are actually high, which is nice. And as soon as we have automated, well, I think if we gonna need more steel or more thing, we starting to build those machineries and those smelting facilities somewhere outside, and then refill the rest of a later drop-off point, something like that. So here, just deactivate the roboport. So if I would say something like that is something like this, then do the same something like this, and then something like this, that have more than enough space, so I could actually do more spacing. Remove those. So I said 2, let's do 4. Oh. Why? Oh, I moved my hand over. So 1, 2, 3, 4 tracks. 1, 2, 3, 4 tracks. 2, 3, 4 tracks. Here we go. Should be something like that, right? So there are 4 in between. 4, so that's all right. So that would just easily spread everything out here. Which means I would have... now, the question is, do I have another iron over here, or do I have iron over here? I for sure want copper over here. I could do steel. Well, I could do something like that. I could make this one coal, and those two iron again for the steel, and those two. No, maybe those two are copper, those two are iron, and that would be stone, and this one would be. And I can easily route it down here. We have 2 times coal, iron, and stone. Maybe I do here, and then have stone. Stone, coal, iron. Yes, yes, I like that. Like, so let's finish this part of the base. So I will not need additional space after that in the form of tracks. So I will just build out here and then delete those ghosts. But those ghosts be deleted. The big question is how I'm gonna move iron move coal down here. So one thing I would need is to get coal into one continuous loop around all the stations. So those are all delivered by with coal. I need to think about how I'm gonna do that. Probably some belt alongside down here. Maybe not exactly. See about that. One thing I'm most likely gonna do is move that about. So let's say I'm out of belts. This endeavor will use quite a lot of belts, and also that whole thing I just built down here. I know again where I want to move it later on. So give me all you have. Yes, you too. I will probably need to build quite a lot of those. So let me add top up with some gears. Also top up with some chips. So I'm pretty sure I'm set. So let me say I need for sure all of them, because I'm gonna need it, because there's a lot of offload drop-off station I have to build, and so that is quite important. I do really looking forward if I have that all redistributed and rebuilt. So let me turn on my drones, and I can slowly also build the tracks that are leading down here. So those are done as well, and I can help out my drones so they can easily build the whole output stations. Okay, so, out of tracks? No, I'm probably out of power. Yes. So up you guys tiny bit. I can build stuff like this. just to connect it to. Remove all ghosts for me, please. Here. Then I can build part of the track, so that will be all connected. And I have almost all of the tracks done. With almost, I have all of the track done. What I also can do is now figuring out how I'm gonna route most of it. So I need 2 belts going this direction. So it would be nice if I could just if I do something like so those could or they come would get along would be put here. With the downside that I would have to add an addition. Iron route down here, so why not this? Okay, so that would be the additional iron that comes here. Then I have the 2. I will do this for sure. Keep all the stuff added. There we go. Connect everything, please. Should have at least some battery charge left. Most likely. Then I know that I need those 2 would be stone, but those would be coal, and those would be stone, and the last one and the next 4 would be what I can do is actually just come from here and then have 4 going down like this. Means one thing, if I were to say let's okay, that's one thing I'm thinking of is me just move those and redo them. Because if I were to say let's take those apart and do the merging to the lanes a little bit further down, I'll remove those, please. Also, this over here, I'm gonna move this down to about the same level here. Also mean I should, because if I do this, I only have 2 tracks I need to move down. I can take this one again, having it on the same right. Good thing there are no trains currently on those tracks, so I don't have to worry about getting run over by a train, which sucks extremely. I can do just that and connect them all up here. And because, as I can see on my timer, I'm starting to run out of time, I'm gonna wrap up the episode here. I gonna finish all the connecting, at least for those 6 stations of camera. Probably I will build the 7th station as well, but all in its time of camera. So I thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. And I hope to see you in the next one. So please leave feedback or a like below the video and subscribe if you haven't to keep updated with new content I post regularly. See you in the next one.